I'm Dan Ackerman, and we are here with the Samsung Series 5. This is a 14-inch laptop. Looks and feels a lot like a lot of other mid-sized mainstream laptops that we've seen. It's got a 14-inch display. It's got an Intel Core i5 processor. Look at that. It's got an optical drive that pops out of the side, and it's got a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Weighs a little bit less than 4 pounds, a little bit less than an inch thick. Not particularly, thin and light, but certainly slimmer than some mainstream laptops we've seen. Why is all this important? Because this laptop, shockingly, is being labeled and sold as an Ultrabook. I know you're asking, are an Ultrabook supposed to be super thin, super light laptops, kind of like a MacBook Air? This is certainly a fairly slim, reasonably small laptop, but it's nothing like a MacBook Air. What's happened is that definition for Ultrabook has become so large that it encompasses things that are very slim, maybe like the Dell XPS 13 or the HP Folio 13, but also larger 14 and now 15-inch laptops that are maybe just a little bit thinner, a little bit lighter. In fact, this guy, as we saw, has an optical drive, and it's got just a regular 500 gigabyte platter hard drive. The way it gets around that is by having a tiny 16 gig secondary SSD, good for maybe a fast boot up, but it certainly shies away from the spirit, if not the letter, of the Ultrabook rule that says you have to have an SSD in a laptop that's called an Ultrabook. Now, if you ignore all of that, the Samsung Series 5 14-inch is a perfectly fine mid-size mainstream laptop. It performs on par with a lot of the 13 and 14-inch Ultrabooks that we've seen with the Core i5. It doesn't have the SSD hard drive that those have, but you do get more capacity. And of course, it just has regular integrated Intel HD 3000 graphics, so nothing special there. If I was going to carry around a $800 to $900 14-inch, the Samsung Series 5 is certainly not a bad choice, but if you look at that Ultrabook name and you're expecting something a lot thinner and a lot snazzier, then that's not exactly what you're going to find here. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that is the Samsung Series 5 14-inch Ultrabook.